with the whole like, and a lot of creators get stuck thinking it's impossible. But that's the problem is they look at themselves as comic creators and not content creators. We're living in
Right.
the age of the creator economy where it's super
Yeah.
easy for a creative individual to monetize their work, and it doesn't have to just be animation or live action adaptation. Those aren't the only ways to get it. You can be super profitable, as Eric July is showing, off of just making
Right.
comics. It doesn't have to be more. So like, yeah, that's what I'm. And like a little sidebar here, because I was thinking about this earlier today.
Yep.
Because Tyler from Draw and Talk is about to do a stream tonight, and I was
Yeah.
thinking it is hilarious. Like the past 2 weeks of the comic industry, it's just the most amazing thing. Like here we
Yeah.
are, have a guy, or rather, let's start at the beginning. Someone unfortunately passed away, um,
Hmm.
and that created the hashtag Comics Broke Me, which slowly, or not slowly, quickly became not about him passing away and just about the trials and tribulations of being a creative in the comic industry. And then
Right.
here comes a guy saying, like, hey guys, I feel bad, but this is on you. You gotta take control of your destiny and
Right.
make it happen if you want it to happen. And he caught so much shit for that. They
Yep.
ruined his publishing gig. They done bullied the artists he was working with to where they don't even want to
Yeah.
work with him anymore. And meanwhile, on the other side of Twitter, there's a guy doing exactly what he said, and he just had like $1.5 million in the first couple days of his campaign.
Damn.
It's not even like he went outside and said, "Hey, the Earth is round." Okay, I can't prove it because it's right here, but it's round. I promise you. Like, no, he went out and said the sky is blue, and there it is. And everyone said, "Oh,
Right.
bullshit!" Like, fuck you. It's amazing how that happened. It's unfortunate and amazing,
Yeah.
and it's like it really just goes to show you though that you cannot get caught up in what the masses think about stuff. There's a way to do it. Whatever you want to do, whatever your goal for making comics is, there's a way to
Mhm.
do it. Just don't be limited by other people's beliefs. You know?
Right. Exactly. And the way I think about it is like you would believe one thing, but on the internet, say it. You don't say exactly what you believe.
Mm-hmm.
Like if that's your brand, if that's what you want to do, you can say what you believe and catch all the smoke for it. But catching all that smoke, is it worth it in the end? Like, is it worth losing the publishing deals, or is it worth like all the headaches and trouble it's going to bring to you, or is it in a way like does it propel you forward by catching all that smoke or putting out your beliefs in that way?
Yeah.
And I wonder, it's like um, I always think about it in terms of like I have a battle or I have a goal that's so far in the future. Like, do I want to say something that will trip me up on a pebble, like in this moment?
Mm-hmm.
And if you understand like the mentality of the creators in this space, and that his tweets were like a really good litmus test for the mentality of the people in this space. Um, you start to see like how weak-minded some people can be. Like you start to see like they either they're arrogant and they think they know everything, or they just want to be negative and depressed and bring other people down with them.
Mm-hmm.
Like some people have so little going on that the the best thing that they've done for that week or for that month is bring somebody else down. And it's like I don't want to even invite that energy. Like I don't want to invite that energy because somebody's just waiting to grab onto it. I can have the most positive tweets like stacked up 10 in a row, but then the one time I'm negative is the one that everyone grabs onto and starts like lambasting, and like the whisper networks start, and like they'll start dragging people down. Like if you're truthful but you don't say it in a nice, sweet, kind way with all the sugar and cherries on top. If you don't say it how these people like understand it, then they'll ruin you, or they'll try to ruin you.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you just don't, if you say it in a way that's like direct and hard hitting. Like I worked in warehouses, I worked in moving jobs. Like people will tell you what to do and then say fuck you after that. Like they don't give a fuck how it's said. They just say it what they mean,
Mm-hmm.
and you just got to get the done work. You can't really say anything back to it. Just shut up and do the work. And that's all that Tyler was saying in those tweets. He was saying like, "Shut up, do the work, stop complaining." And a lot of people took offense to that, and they tried to get him canceled. They tried to get him this and that. And I'm actually very glad that he called everybody out on it. Like he put the names out there, put the receipts out there, because it's like, okay, now you see kind of, okay, who can you trust, or who can you who do you now see is going to try to drag you down
Mm-hmm.
if you say anything that's quote unquote out of line. Like he didn't say anything out of line. He only said what was truthful. But they didn't like how he said it, and when he tried to defend it, they were like, "All right, well let's get him canceled. Let's get him taken off this book. Let's do this and that." And it's like, well, it only made him come back stronger.
Yeah.
But the fact that he was able to get those receipts out there and show people like these are the kind of people that are in this so-called like community.
Mm-hmm.
This is what they do to their own. So it's like, dang.
And it was like that. Also, I remember saying to myself, like, it's you can tell that a lot of these people have probably never been in competitive sports because
Mm,
a coach will say that kind of stuff to you, usually
yeah.
very aggressively with some expletives attached. It's
Right.
like if you've been in those kind of environments, you can deal with any kind of criticism at that point.
Right.
But that's no knock on them. Not everyone's into sports. I was just thinking about it because I'm like that wasn't that bad, compared to what my track coach said and my basketball coach said to me one time. But
Right.
yeah, I like because I how you said it's like is it worth it, for like a maybe 10 years down the line do I want to have to worry about this tweet or whatever because
No.
people will oh go ahead.
Oh, not exactly in that case. I mean, like you'll have to fight a much bigger battle in the future.
Hmm.
I think it's not worth it to get tripped up over pebbles or fight the smaller like people that you have to fight in this moment uh, to kind of get in the way of what you're trying to do in the future. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I get it. So what I'm saying is it's like yeah, you don't want to get tripped up by pebbles, as you say, but I think that's
Mm.
what makes people like Tyler and his whole John Talk channel so special. He's like the Malcolm X, the Martin Luther King of comics. It's like because a lot of black people like just not to make it too racial and historic, but a lot of
No,
black
you're good.
people like them were not everybody was out there rioting and marching. It wasn't every single black person. A lot of people were just like man, I'm just trying to do my thing. I'm just trying to raise my family. I'm just
Right.
look. It's all good. Whatever. Maybe things will get better one day. It don't have to be today.
Right.
A lot of people are just trying to do them. But there's some people out there, some necessary people who will, yeah, go out there, say, here's what it is. And then for anybody that shoots back at them, they're going to put the spotlight on them. Like, here's who said that.
Yeah.
Here's who's the problem with this industry. Because I think Tyler just wants the industry to be a better place that can grow and, be great.
Right.
Like almost every creator probably does, just everyone's going about it or not everyone, but some people are going about it in different ways, and
Right.
unfortunately, they're not ways that are uh, healthy for the industry. And so, yeah,
Right.
Tyler's out there um, doing his Martin Luther King movement, and he's like, hey, we will get to the promised land. I may not get
Right.
there with you, but I'll be damned if this happens to anybody else. So yeah, I'm gonna say exactly who did it, why they did it, and they don't let them fool you that they're your friend. Like,
Right.
so yeah, I appreciate it. Would I have done it? Nah, but that's not who I am. But
Right.
that's if you want to get spiritual about it, that's not my destiny.
Right.
That's his destiny. That's his vision. That's who he's meant to be. And it's like
Right.
that's why I would never tell him like, hey man, maybe you should calm down, or you don't want that to
Right.
happen to you. I'm like, nah, because he's doing what he's supposed to be doing. And I've got to do
Right.
what I'm supposed to be doing. And when I have the opportunity to maybe say I agree with him or whatever, in a way that aligns with my vision and my principles, I'll definitely would do it because, like you said,
Yeah.
he didn't do anything wrong. It's an unfortunate thing, but
Right.
yeah.
And the funny thing is like the mental Tyler's mentality is the mentality that built up the industry to begin with.
Mm-hmm.
Like 20 years ago, even maybe like 10 years ago, everyone thought the same way, and they even spoke the same way. They were all thinking like, okay, this is a professional job. This is something we have to work to make it work. And everyone would just go to work, shut up, and do their comics, and then try to get paid. And the best rose to the top, and everyone else who wasn't trying that hard like fell to the bottom or didn't get work or didn't get jobs. It's only nowadays that we're starting to hire people based on, well, like I hate to say it, like identity and whatnot. That we're not seeing high quality work because they're hiring so many people who don't really have the talent or the wherewithal to like really stick in it. It's not about like I think a lot of people think it's about followers and not really like sales.
Mm-hmm.
And everyone's trying to agree with each other and not really necessarily like make a living. Like Tyler's got a kid, he's got a wife, he's got a family to raise. So it's like I gotta put up or shut up. Like I gotta make results happen, and this is the mentality it takes to do that. And the
Yeah.
people who are buying into it, that's who will like succeed, like Eric July and whatnot.
Come on, Benny, man. The kid is a L7 Weenie.